Thank you. Good evening, all of you. I am Bharti Israni, Company Secretary of Elecon Engineering Company Limited, joining from Vallabh Vidyanagar. I would like to welcome you all to the 62nd Annual General Meeting of Elecon Engineering Company Limited, which is being held through video conference or other audiovisual means. Before we start the proceedings of this AGM, I would like to take you through certain points regarding the process to participate at this meeting through video conference or other audiovisual means. The facility to join this AGM through VC or other audiovisual means has been made available for members on a first-come, first basis. The members who have joined this meeting by default are kept on mute mode to avoid any disturbances arising from background noise and enjoy smooth and seamless conduct of this meeting. There are some speaker shareholders registered with the company, which we will take up in later part of the meeting. Apart from that, if any shareholder would like to ask the question, please write the same in your chat box, which will be answered in the question and answer session. During the AGM, if a shareholder faces any technical issue, he or she may contact the helpline number as mentioned in the AGM notice. We have Shri Prayasvin Patel, Chairman and Managing Director of the company with us. With this, I would request the Chairman, sir, to take over and conduct the proceedings of the AGM. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Bharti. Good evening, dear valued shareholders. At the outset, I welcome you all shareholders who are present through video conferencing or other audiovisual means at this AGM of your company. Your company has made arrangements for the shareholders to join the meeting through video conference and other audiovisual means in compliance with the directions given by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI. Now I request all the directors, including myself, who are present at the meeting through video conference and other audiovisual means to introduce themselves. I am Prayasvin Patel, and joining this meeting from Vallabh Vidyanagar, I welcome you all members at the 62nd Annual General Meeting of your company.
Thank you, sir. Shri Jay Divanji, who is the Chairman of the Audit Committee, Nomination and Remuneration Committee, Stakeholders Relationship Committee, and Risk Management Committee of the company.
Thank you, Bharti. I am Jay Divanji, and I'm joining this 62nd Annual General Meeting of the company through video conference from my office in Mumbai. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now may I request Dr. Sonal Ambani, who is the Chairperson of the Corporate Social Responsibility Committee of the company. Madam.
Thank you, Bharti. I'm Sonal Ambani. I'm speaking from my residence in Ahmedabad, and I'm joining the 62nd Annual General Meeting of Elecon Engineering. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. May I request Shri Pranav Amin to introduce himself, please?
Thank you, Bharti. I am Pranav Amin. I am joining the 62nd Annual General Meeting through video conferencing from my office in Vadodara.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Shri Pradeep Patel, a director of the company, to introduce himself, please.
Patel, director of the company, joining the 62nd AGM of the company through video conference from my residence in Mumbai.
Thank you, sir. Now may I request Mr. Prashant Amin, a director of the company, to introduce himself, please.
Thank you, Bharti. I am Prashant Amin, the director of the company, joining 62nd AGM of the company through video conference from my residence in Vallabh Vidyanagar.
Thank you, all the board members. Dear members, I would like to inform you that apart from the board members, we have Shri Narasimhan Raghunathan, Chief Financial Officer of the company, along with Mr. Kamlesh Shah, the Group CFO of the company, who are attending this 62nd AGM through VC from Vallabh Vidyanagar. Shri Himanshu Kishnadwala, partner with his team from Messrs. CNK and Associates LLP, the statutory auditors of the company, They are also attending this meeting through video conference. We have Shri Dinesh Kumar Bhimani, the scrutinizer, who is attending this 62nd AGM through VC. I welcome you also.
Now I request the company secretary to ascertain the quorum.
Thank you, sir. We have 65 members are attending the meeting, including the members representing the body's corporates. Since there is no physical attendance of the shareholders, the requirement of appointing proxy is not applicable. The requisite documents are available on website of the company for inspection till the conclusion of the AGM. There being adequate quorum, now I would like to request Chairman Sir to commence the proceedings of the meeting. Over to you, sir.
As the requisite quorum is present at this annual general meeting, I call the meeting in order. Since the notice of the 62nd annual general meeting and the board's report is already with you, may I take it as read?
Okay.
It is hereby informed that there is no qualification in the auditor's report and secretarial auditor's report. Hence, it may be taken as read.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Chairman Sir to deliver his speech.
Dear shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, I warmly welcome you all to the 62nd annual general meeting of your company on behalf of the board of directors, the management, and the employees of the company. I'm sure that all of you have received and gone through the annual report for the fiscal year 2022. We have tried to lay out the business performance and outlook of the company with the aim to help you in gaining a sense of the future direction in which the company is headed. With your kind permission, could I take the director's report and audited accounts for the year FY22 as read? Economic outlook. The global economy is estimated to have expanded by 6.1% in 2021, one of the highest rates in recent times on the back of sharp rebound in consumer spending and investment on the back of easing restrictions and supportive fiscal and monetary policies. Manufacturing activity and global trade rebounded strongly with rise in consumer and business confidence despite shipping and logistic constraints and supply chain issues. However, supply constraints due to global labor and input shortages combined with rapid increase in global demand post lifting of lockdown restrictions led to higher price inflation. Moreover, ongoing geopolitical tension has only aggravated the inflationary environment and put brakes on the strong growth momentum. According to IMF, the global growth is likely to moderate to 3.6% in 2022 due to increase in policy rates and geopolitical tensions. The Indian economy is estimated to have grown by 8.7% in FY22, surpassing pre-pandemic levels on the back of strong recovery in farm, mining, manufacturing, and agriculture. Economic activities increased at a faster pace amidst rise in consumer and business confidence, low interest rate environment, and higher capital expenditure by government. High frequency economy indicators such as power consumption, railway freight, GST collections, e-way bills, etc., signaled widespread economic recovery. However, growth momentum is likely to moderate going forward due to ongoing supply chain issues and the expected adverse impact of rise in commodity prices fueled by geopolitical tensions. According to IMF, the Indian economy is expected to grow by 8.2% in FY23 as growth momentum is likely to moderate due to ongoing geopolitical conflict, which has only aggravated the supply chain issues and inflationary pressures. As such, RBI is likely to continue to hike policy rate to tame inflation, which could impact growth prospects to some extent. The Indian engineering industry is witnessing signs of recovery led by favorable government policies such as production-linked incentive, along with increased capex outlay announced by the recent union budget. Increased government expenditure is likely to propel private capex in construction and manufacturing industries such as automobiles, metals, engineering, etc. Here at a glance, company performance. Let me turn my attention now to the performance of the year gone by. We witnessed strong set of performance in fiscal year 2021-22, despite disruptions caused by second wave of COVID-19 pandemic. Gear business continued to witness positive performance on the back of strong demand environment, resulting in healthy order inflows. Material handling business too saw significant improvement in performance due to our focus on profitable product business and contract closure of legacy projects. On a business front, Elecon's gear business witnessed strong performance on the back of healthy order inflows and favorable product mix, and also due to increased focus towards increasing penetration in the international markets. During the fiscal 2022, the company has an order backlog of rupees 410 crores for execution in the near to mid-term. In MHE business, the company continued its focus on improving profitability and liquidity. Pending order book for MHE business as of 31st March 2022 stands at rupees 127 crores. At the company level, we continue to focus on further cost reduction, optimal utilization of existing capacity, and enhance operational efficiency. We are witnessing positive momentum in the order intake and revenue in the US, Latin America, and Canada operations. It is heartening to note that all our overseas entities have strong profitability in FY22, and we expect sustainability of profitability going forward. We have fully repaid debt and other bank facilities in the overseas entity to the tune of 95 crores in FY22. We are planning to invest in marketing and business development as part of the strategic initiative towards establishing global brand entity and enhance business growth across all overseas entities. Dividend. The board of directors of the company has recommended rupees 1, that is 50%, an additional special dividend of 0.40, that is 40 paise, 20%, to mark 70 years of Elecon brand, which aggregates to rupees 1.40, that is 70% per equity share for its shareholders. We will continue to work towards getting maximum value for our shareholders in the coming years. Despite the ongoing geopolitical tension, which has aggravated the supply chain issues and inflationary pressures, the Indian economy is poised for growth led by boost in consumption and investment demand supported by various favorable measures such as PLI scheme and massive capital expenditure outlay announced by the government. However, hike in policy rates, increase in global commodity prices, high freight costs due to supply chain issues, and resurgence of COVID-19 with new variants could act as major headwinds. Nonetheless, we are optimistic on future prospects and remain confident of improved performance going forward due to resilient demand environment in our end user industries. Acknowledgement. I would like to express my gratitude towards our board members for their constant guidance and support in our pursuit for maximizing long-term shareholder value. I would also like to thank all our shareholders and customers for their continuous support and faith in the company. Finally, I would like to thank our employees for their invaluable contribution. As I close, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your continuous support and faith in the company and its management. We shall continue to work towards taking the company to greater heights and achieve more milestones and business goals. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, sir. There are a few speaker shareholders who have registered themselves with the company. So let us take one by one. The first one is Mr. Dinesh Amrutlal Kotecha. Alpesh Bhai, is he there?
Yes, I am there, madam. I am there.
Yeah, Dinesh Bhai, please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon to all of you.
Good
The
afternoon.
entire board of directors and Madam Bharti. First of all, 70 years of business excellence, and we have given 70% dividend. A fitting, a celebration to the 70th year. Thank you for that, sir. Our center of on the first page, back side of the cover page, front and back, you have given photos of center of excellence. I would like you to give a summary of this center of excellence more, because very few companies have got this center of excellence in India, and we are one of the engineering companies who have got the center of excellence, sir. Absolutely, I'm happy, delighted to see the photographs. You can write more about it, sir. Sir, your name Prayas Vin Patel. Prayas karo to win thao. You break it into half. Prayas and win. So if you work hard, you win, and that is embedded in your name, sir. And this year has been, in spite of pandemic, 2021, 2021 both, and in spite of that, we have been able to show a stellar performance in all respects, like turnover, EPS, debt equity ratio, profit before interest and tax, absolute and percentage, PAT, absolute percentage both. We have improved tremendously, sir. That means that if there is more difficulties, we will perform better. Sir, I want to know whether in 2022, how many months actually we have worked, because in April 21 there was some second this layer of our COVID also. So have we worked for all the 12 months during the year? That is what I want to know first. Secondly, sir, I am very happy, because about the EBIT margin has increased, your net profit margin has increased. Though Q4 22 was a bit dampener compared to the earlier 3 quarters, the Q4 was little dampener. But I can understand that year end is there, and so many pending orders are there. By the way, sir, what is the orders on hand for both the divisions, gear divisions and MHE as on today? Sir, we have got 7 subsidiaries. Now, how do you evaluate these 7 subsidiaries in the things to go? Because you have given a target of something like 1,500 crores by 2022. Now, I have made my own estimates. You may agree or not, I don't know. but I have made some estimates about the current year's working, and it works out something like this, sir. This year will be in the region of 1150, 1150 crores to 1200 crores. And our profit before tax should be about 165 crores, and the net profit should rise to 125 to 130 crores. You may agree, or I mean, this is just my estimates which I have made, and I think you will be having those same figures also in your mind, because you have targeted a turnover of 1500 crores by 2024. And I know that with the jump that we have, the achievement that we have made in 2022, we'll be easily able to achieve that also, sir. Sir, what feedbacks or suggestions were received during the year, current year or previous year, which are being implemented for still better results? See, internal audit must have been done, internal check, internal control, internal discussions must be held in the board meetings. So which are the areas which still needs little bit more refinement for better performance, sir? Sir, how would you visualize the company 5 years or 10 years down the line? Though you have given us some indication about 1,500 crores target by 2024 in your presentation, but still, I would like you to you to tell me 10 years down the line. I mean, how do you see the company, sir? And Elecon, 70 years. We have been a long-standing shareholders with the company. I had the opportunity to meet you also some 8 to 9 years ago. We have got Mr. From that, what you can say, another company which we had in Bombay, the director of that, I know him also personally. Sir, one more question. Promoter stake is 59.26%. Now, do you envisage to reach to 75% by way of buyback? Because if you do a buyback and the promoters don't take part in it, then automatically by creeping, you can buy the shares in the market also. But buyback is a better method to reward the shareholders also, and you increasing the stake at the same time. Both can be taken simultaneously, sir. Sir, lastly, I find that the incremental ratios this year are very good. And I think this incremental profit ratios must be maintained or can be improved upon next year. Your plans for that, sir? Other than that, sir, I don't have any complaints. The ratings have improved, the debts have reduced, and you have paid some international loans also back and achieved some zero debt position in the international loans. So overall, by the company will achieve zero debt by which year, sir? I would like you to tell me. Other than that, sir, thank you very much for giving me the chance and making me the first speaker. Again, lastly, I will propose a vote of thanks to the meeting at the last, if allowed to. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the lovely praises. All I can say is that during the COVID, the situation was extremely bad for the company, and we took it up as a challenge. If you remember, Steve Jobs had always been telling that when there is a crisis situation, you convert the crisis into an opportunity. And that is what we have tried to do. We have made sure that the crisis turn out to be an opportunity for the organization. And with that, we moved forward with a lot of zeal and energy. And I can assure you one thing, that we in Elecon have a wonderful team of management as well as employees, and all rose to the occasion, whereby you are seeing such a good performance. Okay, there were a lot of improvements that we did. There are many, so I'm not listing them out, but there were tremendous amount of improvements that we made, and which has resulted into such good results. All I can say is that we are on the path where we are going to grow and further keep on improving our results. So all I can say is be invested in Elecon, and you will see that the results will continuously keep on improving. Thank you. I hope I've been able to answer most of your questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next speaker is Yusuf Yunus Rangwala.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I am speaking from Mumbai, city of Mumbai, sir. मेरा प्रणाम स्वीकार करिए सर. हाथ जोड़ के आपको प्रणाम करता हूँ सर. सर, आपका मैडम भारती मैडम को भी मेरा प्रणाम. उनकी सर्विस के लिए भी बहुत धन्यवाद. मैडम, मुझे बैलेंस शीट नहीं मिला. मैडम, आपसे छोटा सा शिकायत है. मैं आपका बहुत जूना शेयर होल्डर हूँ, पर मुझे बैलेंस शीट नहीं मिला. मैडम, मुझे बैलेंस शीट देने का कृपा करिए मैडम. अपना 50 से अपना 59% प्रमोटर है मैडम. ये सुन के सर मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई है. अपना मेन प्रमोटर अपना कंपनी है. आपने डिविडेंड 0.70 पैसे दिया. आज कोरोना में फर्स्ट आई दिस इज 62 एनुअल जनरल मीटिंग. मैं मैडम, आई एम वेरी हैप्पी एंड आई चेयरमैन सर, आपके हार्ड वर्किंग के लिए सर मैं आपको सैल्यूट करता हूँ. आज इतनी कंपनी अपनी अच्छी अच्छी है सर. मैं मेरा नेटिव प्लेस सिद्धपुर है. और जब भी हम वहां से जाते हैं सर, हम आपका मेहसाना में आपका फैक्ट्री देखते हैं. इट इज वेरी ह्यूज फैक्ट्री सर. कभी आज तक मैंने विजिट नहीं किया सर. हो सके सर अक्टूबर में सर मेरा मेरा मैं आपका हाथ जो विजिट कर रहा हूँ, हो सके मुझे विजिट कराइए. मैं आपका देखना चाहता हूँ सर, आपका प्लान कैसे चालू है मैडम. अगर पॉसिबिलिटी है तो बॉम्बे से मैं फिर आने जाने का मैं प्रबंध करूंगा. उसके लिए कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. आप मुझे खाली इन्विटेशन दीजिए, इतना मैं आपको धन्यवाद, मैं आपको रिक्वेस्ट देता हूँ मैडम. और आपने डिविडेंड भी छप्पर फाड़ के दिया है. और कोरोना में अच्छा मैडम, मुझे जानना चाहता हूँ कोविड-19 में हाउ मेनी पीपल इज इफेक्टेड एंड टोटल नंबर ऑफ पीपल आर वर्किंग इन द फैक्ट्री मैडम. मुझे जानना है आपका टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टाफ कितना है. और अपना अपना प्रोडक्ट जो है इंटरनेशनल भी है मैडम. मुझे जान के बहुत खुशी हुआ. अपना एलोकॉन दैट इज मैडम, आपका आपका 70 इयर्स जो आपने बताया सेलिब्रेशन सर, उसके लिए सर मैं आपको बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ. तो 70 इयर्स सेलिब्रेशन है तो आप हमें भूल गए सर. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है. दिल में जो रहते हैं आप हमें भूल जाते हैं. हो सके तो सर दिवाली के बाद छोटा गेट टुगेदर रखिए सर. तो हम आपसे मिलना चाहते हैं. और आपसे 70 इयर्स का सर सेलिब्रेशन में आप हमें भूलना मत सर. धन्यवाद. और सर अपना लिंक पीपल को भी जितना धन्यवाद दो उतना अच्छा है. लिंक पीपल आर वेरी गुड एक्सीलेंट सर्विसेज. धन्यवाद देता हूँ मैडम. बस मुझे कुछ देखना है मैडम. दशहरा दिवाली सब બધાનો મેડમ અમારે હાથ તમારે વિનંતી તમારે ફેસ્ટિવલનો એઝ એ બોમ્બે મેં તમારે વિશ કરવું છે. એ આપણા પટેલ સાહેબને બી ઘણું વિશ કરવું છે. કેમ કે ગુજરાતી છે સર. આઈ એમ ફ્રોમ ગુજરાત. ગુજરાત સ્પીકિંગ. નમસ્કાર સર. નમસ્કાર કરવું છે. જય હિન્દ, જય મહારાષ્ટ્ર, ગુજરાત. નથિંગ મોર ટુ એડ સર. થેન્ક યુ સર. નથિંગ મોર ટુ.
यूसुफ भाई, अनफॉर्चुनेटली आप जो बोल रहे थे अर्धा हाफ ऑफ द स्पीच वी कुड नॉट हियर बिकॉज वो वॉइस थोड़ा गार्बल्ड हो जाता था. बट ऑल आई कैन टेल यू इज के whenever you would like to come and visit your company, you are most welcome. Please try to organize it through the company secretary, and they will arrange for a visit for you to come and see the company, which will give you more confidence and more faith in the performance of the company also. Okay, and we are very thankful to you for your support and being with us for long number of years. Thank you.
Thank you, Yusuf bhai. So next speaker is Aspi Bamancho Besania.
Chairman sir, directors and shareholders. Sir, I'm Aspi from Bombay. Sir, I'm a shareholder since IPO days. And I wanted the help of a company secretary to make my shares into demat. But she doesn't want to talk also. Because even for knowing the speaker number, I had to talk to in time. An in time guy phoned her and then he again called me back. So please ensure your company secretary is accessible to the shareholders. So you've done very well. I don't know why she has to hide from the public, from the shareholders at least. So all the best. You've given the guidance for top line. What about bottom line guidance? Will the profit margin be maintained? So thank you very much and all the best.
Mr. Besania, all I have to tell you is that while the top line grows, the bottom line will also grow. Okay. So just be invested in our company. And I assure you that if the economy supports us, we should be doing great. And I will ask our company secretary to look into the matter regarding the demat of your shares, and we will try to do our best to solve the problem for you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next speaker is Kirti Jayantilal Shah.
Hello. Hello.
Yes. Yes, we
Good
can hear
afternoon,
you,
sir.
Kirti bhai.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
चेयरमैन सर, आपने बहुत ही अच्छा स्पीच दिया है। फ्यूचर का भी आपने बहुत ही अच्छा बताया कि 2024 तक कितना टर्नओवर होगा, वो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है। और कोविड में आपने जैसे 2021 के बाद जो आपने ये नेक्स्ट ईयर का जो अभी करंट ईयर का जो आपने प्रॉफिट बताया है, वो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है कि आप काफ़ी अच्छी तरह से आगे बढ़ रहे हो और डे बाय डे एवरी क्वार्टर यू आर डूइंग वेरी वेल, वेरी गुड। चेयरमैन सर, अभी आपने जो डिविडेंड दिया है 75 इयर्स होने के बावजूद भी आपने डिविडेंड बहुत कम दिया है। 75 इयर्स का सेलिब्रेशन होना चाहिए, उसकी बैलेंस शीट होनी चाहिए सॉलिड में सॉलिड। कि आपने अभी 75 इयर्स कैसे प्रोग्रेस किया, कि पहला 5 इयर्स कैसे था, कैसे कैसे टर्नओवर था, कैसे कैसे क्राइसिस से आप बाहर निकले, और आज 75 इयर्स नॉट ए बहुत ही अच्छी बात है कि अपना स्वतंत्र के साथ में अपना देश जो स्वतंत्र हुआ अभी से जैसे अमृत महोत्सव उजवता है मोदी साहब, ऐसा आपने सही तरह से करना चाहिए। ऐसे बीइंग गुजराती आप सही तरह से आपके भेजे सिलेक्टेड शेयर होल्डर को भी तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। बैंकर्स को सिलेक्टर अपना जो बड़े शेयर होल्डर है, जो एनालिस्ट है, वो सबको आप भेजेगा तो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा, क्योंकि 75 बार बार नहीं आते हैं सर। चेयरमैन सर, इतना बढ़िया कंपनी, इतना बढ़िया फ्यूचर होते हुए भी आप अपना प्रमोटर होल्डिंग क्यों नहीं बढ़ाना चाहते हो? चेयरमैन सर, आपका प्रमोटर होल्डिंग है 59% समथिंग, आप 75% तक जा सकते हैं। सेबी ने आपको स्पेशल पावर दिया हुआ है 2008 में, पहले रिस्ट्रिक्शन था 55% का, अभी 75% तक आप जा सकते हैं। तो उसके लिए भी जरा सोचने की जरूरत है। चेयरमैन सर, अच्छी बात यह है कि आपका जो एफआईएस होल्डिंग है वो अभी थोड़ा बढ़ा हुआ है और डीआईएस होल्डिंग कम हुआ है। एक्चुअली डीआईएस होल्डिंग बढ़ना चाहिए। डीआईएस अपना लॉन्ग टर्म साथ में रहेंगे, अपना आदमी समझ के। एफआईएस कभी भी वर्ल्ड खराब हुआ तो निकल जाएंगे, तो उसके लिए भी जरा सोचने की जरूरत है। तो ने आपका एक तो सेक्रेटरी टीम को खास धन्यवाद है कि भाई उसने सही तरह से सही कम्युनिकेट किया है शेयर होल्डर को। जैसे अभी ये आगे भी बताया अपना ये स्पीकर ने, तो वो हिसाब से सही तरह से सेक्रेटरी टीम भी सही तरह से, आपकी टीम पूरी कोऑपरेशन से सारी चल रही है, वो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है। और जैसे भी आपकी सुविधा हो, आप कभी भी मेरे को ईमेल का, मैंने आपको ईमेल किया हुआ है, तो आप मेरे को उसका रिप्लाई करके जब भी बुलाएंगे मैं आ जाऊंगा आपके पास, और उसमें काफ़ी अच्छी तरह से आप आगे बढ़ सकते हो। विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next speaker is Mr. Nikhil Jain.
And are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
sure, sir. I've gone through the annual report for 22. I wish to congratulate the management team on a good performance and a strong guidance for FY23. I have a couple of questions which I would request yourself and or the team to actually just answer. So first couple of questions are on the subsidiary. We have a lot of details about our standalone business, but in the annual report, I think a little less details are there on the subsidiary. So I wanted to know specifically for the European subsidiary. So what is it that they do actually? What is it that is their strategy? Because there is a good growth on the EBITDA and profitability over there. So that is one. Second is, let's say, are we seeing any impact due to European macro issues over there? And the margins on the subsidiary are also quite good in this year. So do you believe that they are sustainable? Right. So that is one set of question. Second was, I just wanted to understand whether the subsidiary has manufacturing operations in Europe, or do we actually supply from India to the subsidiary, and they further sell it on along with the services over there in Europe. So that is the second set of questions. The third, I wanted to understand, and actually I saw that there is a export turnover has actually declined in FY22, right? So from 105 odd crores to 90 odd crores. So any specific reason for that? And what do you expect in FY23? Would we again be positive over, let's say, FY21, or do you think that we'll still be middling around? And the fourth question is with respect to the retention money. So while there has been a significant improvement in terms of our retention money and getting the past receivables, still I think roughly around 135 crores is still, let's say, stuck. So what is the plan over there? I have heard the con call, so I understand that you are trying to get that 100 crores, but there is also something like 38 crores which are disputed receivables. So any specific comment that you would want to make on that? The next one is on liquidated damages. So I saw that we had liquidated damages of roughly around 23 crores in FY22, which is significantly more than 9 crores. So any comments on that part? And the next question was on bad debts. So again, bad debts are around 23 crores, which is again, let's say, continuing for the last couple of years. So I wanted to know whether these are legacy bad debts, we are writing it off, or is it like something new that has been created? And where do you see these bad debt numbers stabilizing going forward once we kind of take care of all the legacy issues? So whether it would be less than 0.5% of sales or higher than that. So that is one more point. So these are my questions. I would want to actually congratulate the team also on the quality of the annual report. I think it was very informative and very well done. So my congratulations to the team, sir. So look forward to your responses. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I will break it up into foreign subsidiaries, and the most of the other questions are related to the material handling business. So as long as foreign subsidiaries are concerned, the performance that you have seen has been good and will remain to be good unless naturally there is the influx of COVID, because COVID, when it impacts in the Western nations, a lot of businesses go through a dip in a turnover, and the demand also reduces temporarily. So if that does not intervene, I'm sure the results will be quite healthy and good, and will further improve than what it has done last year. Now coming to the bad debts and the material handling portion of the business. We have stopped the legacy business of contracting that we were doing. And therefore, we are right now in a situation where we are trying to close contracts, finish them off, and try to recover as much money as possible. The liquidated damages quite often are where we are discussing with the clients and trying to convince them that they should be given back to us. Quite often, they also deduct a token amount and release the rest of it. In certain cases, we also have to go into arbitration to collect our funds. So it's a multi-pronged attack, which we do to recover the money. It is difficult right now to ascertain what exactly we will be able to get back, but we are continuously pursuing the matter and trying to see to it that we are able to do the very best to get as much money as possible from the clients. as long as the outstanding amount are concerned, a lot of it, almost close to 100 crores, are in arbitration, where a lot of orders have been in our favor. But since the client has to pay this amount, quite often they take it up further into the courts. And therefore, though the final results are yet to be determined by the courts, whereby we would get the money back. So that is the general scenario. As far as we are concerned, this part of the business we have completely stopped, and therefore you will see to it that over a period of time, this will reduce to almost a negligible amount. A lot of money which we are not expected to get back has been provisioned or even written off. So basically, it would go through the books as it has been done in the past. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The last speaker is Rangan Venkataraman.
Able to hear? Are you able to hear me, madam?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
we can hear you.
Okay. Good evening. I am a very long time shareholder of Elecon for the last 25, 30 years from my mother's side, actually. Okay. Now I'm very happy that the company has turned over. Now you're told that you're wiping off all the other businesses which is not getting. Now you're always conversion days. How many days from the day you buy the raw material to the sale, and how many conversion days, and what is the inventory days? Also, I would like to know that. Now you are always put on par with the Shanti Gears or something like that. See, you're a competitor or something like that. And how you are placed now, because Shanti Gear went into a toss about a few years back. And have you captured all the customers of Shanti Gears and did service to them? I would like to know that. Thanks.
Normally, our cycle of manufacturing is ranging from almost 6 weeks to 6 months. It depends on the kind of product it is. For the standard gears, we take 6 weeks. For the customized gears, we take 6 months. Similarly, in material handling also, depending upon which product it is, but it can vary between almost 4 to 6 months or even 8 months. As far as Shanti Gears is concerned, we are only a few of our products compete with them. They are masters in replacement business, which means that if there is a breakdown, then they would send their team and they would be able to give the client replacement parts in a very short time. Unfortunately, we are not in that business because that is a different type of business in the gear industry, which some or the other they have been able to master, while the others have kept away from that. So that is where the margins are better. Okay, but the limitation of that business is that it is, in value terms, it is a very limited business. So that is where they specialize. We specialize on custom-made gearboxes and complicated gearboxes, where we feel that the market is continuously growing, and that is where we focus on. So one-on-one comparison would not be fair to do. So I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, sir. So may I request to the shareholder if they have any query regarding the accounts of the company for the financial year 21-22. The chairman, sir, would like to answer the same. So you can write in the chat box given. Meantime, sir, we have received a few questions or suggestions from this shareholder. One of them is Sunil Kothari. His question is requesting a chairman, sir, to explain in detail the scope of exports and scope in defense.
Elecon has been in the naval business where we supply naval gearboxes for the ships since 1983-84. We have been a proud supplier of specialized gearboxes for frigate stealth battleships, where the gearboxes are very complicated because of their stealth nature, where the vibrations have to be bare minimum. Your company has also been the esteemed supplier of the main propulsion gearbox for the aircraft carrier, which is right now being launched by Cochin Shipyard, the Vikrant aircraft carrier, which is right now launched, very recently launched by our Prime Minister. So what I'm trying to tell you is that we have been in this business for a long time. We are one of the esteemed suppliers, which in Indian Navy also recognizes us as one of the best suppliers of Navy gearboxes for the ships. Going forward, we have the potential of doing submarine gearboxes, but it's a limited opportunity because unfortunately, India has a limited number of submarines as of now. Also, there is a possibility of exploring business in the Army and the Air Force, for which we have set up a separate workforce or a team which will look into the possibilities and see how we can explore and further go into those kind of businesses. Apart from this, I would say that the company is continuously looking for improving its product range, even in the industrialized sector. And I can assure you that we have one of the widest product range, not only in India, but among one of the largest suppliers of gearboxes in the world. So we compete with a wide variety of companies all over the world, and our subsidiaries help us in getting orders of different kinds of products from world over. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next question is from Priyanka Hazariwala. She is asking that regarding the capex in India, have you seen any hiccups in order book, like cancellation of orders or slowing down in order activity after recently hike in interest rates and inflation related issues?
We have not seen any cancellation of orders due to hike in interest rates. I can tell you one thing, that the Indian entrepreneurs are very dynamic and firmly believe in the growth of the nation and the economy. So when you talk to various clients, you get that level of confidence that they sincerely believe that this country and its economy is here to grow and has been growing at a phenomenal rate compared to the Western world and will continue to do so. So that is the kind of impression that you get when you meet clients, and especially people who are into large projects. So they have not canceled any orders as of now, but we believe that that should not be an issue.
Thank you, sir. The next one is the comment from Keshav Garg that our share prices are still below 2008 level.
Mr. Garg, you will have to wait patiently. They don't rise overnight. It takes a little while for it to rise. So don't worry. Slowly and gradually, we will reach that level and even exceed it.
Thank you, sir. So that's it for this. These are only the questions or suggestions list which we have in our chat box.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now over to you.
As you know, as per Companies Act 2013, company has provided remote e-voting facilities to shareholders during 25th June 2022 to 27 June 2022 on all business items mentioned in the notice of AGM. Remote e-voting was completed on 27th June 2022. For those shareholders who have not voted through remote e-voting facility during that period, the facility of e-voting is also provided at the meeting. Members may visit the link for e-voting page InstaMeet and cast their vote while viewing the proceedings of the meeting. Now I request the company secretary to inform about the process of e-voting.
Thank you, sir. As you all know that the company has tie-up with Link in Time India Private Limited for providing electronic voting facility to the members of the company as per the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 read with its rules. The facility of e-voting is also provided at the meeting for those members who have yet not voted. The members may visit the link for e-voting page InstaMeet and cast their vote while viewing the proceedings of the meeting. With your permission, the AGM is held through VC or OAVM, and the resolutions being considered are ordinary business. 1. Adoption of audited standalone and consolidated financial statements for the financial year ended on 31st of March 2022, along with boards and auditors' reports. 2. To declare the dividend. 3. Reappointment of Shri Prashant C. Amin, who retires by rotation. The special business are 1. Appointment of Shri Ashutosh Pednekar as a non-executive independent director of the company with effect from 1st of July 2022. Second one is the ratification of payment of remuneration to the cost auditors of the company for the financial year 2022 and 23. As mentioned in the notice, the resolutions are put to vote through remote e-voting and e-voting during the AGM. Shri Dinesh Kumar Ji Bhimani, practicing company secretary, has been appointed as a scrutinizer to scrutinize the e-voting at the meeting and remote e-voting process in a fair and transparent manner. As earlier informed, he is also present at the meeting through VC. Members, please note that the results of remote e-voting and e-voting shall be disseminated to the stock exchanges, that is BSE Limited and National Stock Exchange of India Limited, and the same will also be placed on company's website and on the website of the Link in Time India Private Limited within the statutory time limits. Further, the e-voting process will continue for next 15 minutes after conclusion of the AGM and will be disabled thereafter by Link in Time India Private Limited.
Since there is no other business, I request our company secretary to deliver the vote of thanks.
Dear shareholders, I conclude this meeting with my sincere thanks for your support and cooperation. I would also like to thank all our esteemed board members and also to my colleagues. Thank you very much.
Since there's no other business to transact, I declare the meeting as concluded. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
all.
you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.